Hello, welcome to the Member 365 weekly webinar. Today we're going to be covering a new topic, continuing education. I'm Katya Els, Member 365's Knowledge Base Specialist, and I will be your host for today's webinar. Today we're going to be covering what exactly continuing education is. We will walk through the creation of an activity, completing it as a member. Then we're going to zoom in on the member education and credit reports. Then we're going to have time for any questions and answers. If you do have any questions, please direct them to the chat box in the right-hand corner of your screen, and I'll answer them after the webinar. We're going to dive right in to the Member 365 administrative dashboard. So as you can see, I'm logged in as an administrator right now. And I want to tell you a little bit about what continuing education is. It's an educational aspect of your membership and your organization. So this will not apply to all organizations, only those who have to track credits. So it's often used for apprenticeships and whatnot. It's designed to track your members' credits and easily create and manage the activities that accumulate these credits and available for each member. So with Member 365's continuing education module, you have the ability to set specific credit needs for each membership category. So whether the bronze membership needs 20 credits and the gold membership needs 40 credits, you can do that in the configuration of the continuing education module. And doing that is typically, it's in the beginning of your Member 365, when you get Member 365, and you're going to set that up with your dedicated onboarding coach. So anything that you need, it's really customizable to fit your needs. Creating your education activity is found under Modules, Education, and we're going to click Manage Activities. So all the activities are going to be listed below, and you're also able to delete activities in this section as well. I'm not going to do that at the moment because right now we're going to add an activity. So click Add Activity. And here we have to populate all the details of your activity. What I like to do for this is actually have a pre-populated Word document that gives me the information that I need so I can quickly go through and copy and paste everything. So for the title, you want to be pretty self-explanatory. Mine is simply guest presentation, May 15th, gives them the date and exactly what the activity is. Now for my description. I've written a quick explanation about the activity, when the activity is taking place, how many credits are available for attending this activity, and of course, if they miss this activity, they're going to have to make up those credits. So anything that needs to be communicated to the member that is most important should be included in this description. You can even throw in the address in there. There is another place for it, but basically make this as detailed as possible. You can specify who it's requested by, so you can even fill this in with ideas and have them sent off for approval. If this is an approved activity, then they can follow through on it. If a contact or a member requests a certain activity, you can specify who it is here. For category, it's another way of organizing your activities. If I click here, you can always add another category, but I have guest presentations as a category already. So almost think of that like a file category. So how you're going to easily find an activity within a file. You can even include a subcategory to further organize it. And now for the level. This again, level is not always there, but if you have it set up that you need level 1, level 2, then you can do so. So I'll click level 1. Credits is one of the most important details of the activity because it's specifying how many credits somebody will receive for attending this activity. So I'm going to say 2. Membership category, so who this activity is available to, I'm going to click all of them. And these details here is where it gets very customizable, and you'll work closely with your onboarding coach to decipher what details you still need in this section. Some of them you might not need any of them. You might just need very basic ones. But you can also have program names. So if it's a program in a specific school, you can specify that here. An activity website, if they have to go to a certain website to take part in this activity. Then there's activity contact email, contact phone, and leader. So basically who's in charge of the activity, all of their information can go in there. So members and contacts can easily communicate with that individual. We have activity location, which I'll just fill in. The activity leader, like I specified. Activity start date. So for mine, I'm going to put May 16th to May 19th. So this activity is taking place over the course of 4 days. And then I'm going to say it's going to be about 3 hours. Notes, another area, if your maybe detail is getting a little long, you're nervous people won't read it, stick any other important notes in the notes section so that people can zoom in on that as well, not just relying on the description. You're able to toggle on and off pre-accreditation. Also, what's pretty neat is you can display this on your website if you need by toggling this on. So as soon as an individual goes to your website, they can actually see all the details right on your website. They don't need to log in to their member portal or anything. So now for status. Set the status of this activity. You have pending, which needs to be approved by a higher administrator. I have the ability to approve it right away, so I can say approved. And then denied, which denied is really neat because say that it was requested by a member, and so you fill in all the details as an idea, you put it on pending and you submit your activity request. It may be denied, but now you always have the idea and you can go back to it and approve it later if it's something that you want to do later, and all the details will still be filled out. So after, I'm going to put mine as approved, and after I do that, I can now submit or save and send approval email. I'm going to click submit. And now my activity has been submitted. And it's already approved because I set that. Let's take a look now of how the member will view this and potentially complete the activity. So for this example, I'm just going to log in. This is my member portal. So I'm now logged in as a member. I'm no longer logged in as an administrator. And I'm going to select education, education activities. And here I have a little chart of everything that I've already completed, what I still need, which is really handy for any member to see. They can log on, see how many more activities they need, how many more credits they need, and everything that you see here is completely customizable. So it's saying minimum required is 15, maximum allowed is 30 credits. You can change all of this. It's completely up to you, so this will not look the same for every organization at all. And you can also change level 1, 2, and 3 to whatever your organization needs. So right now it's showing me that I have collected 5 credits and I still need 25 credits. And I have some of the activities here, and I'm going to click Add New Activity. And here I find my guest presentation, May 15th, and I'm going to select that and say I completed this on the 16th, and I'll confirm that. So now my activity was assigned, and you'll see my credits went up by 2. So now I have 7 credits and I'm still needing 23 credits. And that's how your members will see this. Let's hop back in. Now I'm switching back to the administrator page. So I'm now logged in as an administrator. I'm going to go to my admin dashboard. And as an administrator, if you are looking for those activities and you are looking to approve and mail out, you could click that right in this alerts box. So that's available to you, just an easy access there. I'm going to find myself and view my contact record page. So here's my contact record page, and I'm going to click on the side, Education. And here I will see exactly how many credits I need. So it's the same layout as the member sees. It's really cool. It's really transparent, so everybody can see it and they know where they are on an individual level. I can see the activities. If you want to look a little deeper into your membership and those completing the activities and adding up their credits, you can do that by clicking Modules, Education, and select the Education Credit Report. So this isn't on an individual level. This is as a whole. So I'm going to click Select Status so I can choose which report I would want to see. And for this, I will choose In Progress. So here is everybody that has started their activities and started gaining their credits. I see what category of membership they are. I see their total amount of credits and how many are required. You're also able to view this as completed, everybody that has hit their 30 credits required. In configuration settings, you can actually allow a grace period, and with that you can see who's in their grace period, so who's coming up to really needing their credits. That way you can reach out to them. Say, hey, you're still missing 10 credits. I want to let you know you have this and this activity that you can do to get those credits. And lastly, the did not complete. So whoever did not complete their credits within the given time and the grace period time. You're also able to export any of these reports to an Excel document, which is handy to have. And that is really all for our webinar today. Is there any questions? So we have one really good question, and that is, what is the difference between continuing education and the learning management system? Okay, so the difference between the two is with continuing education, you have the ability to track the credits, and that's the main goal with that. So you can set up these activities, tell people what website to go to or what place to go to see the guest speaker. You have the ability to do that. The learning management system, you actually set up courses and tests and quizzes, and you're able to score those. So it is more of online courses, whereas the continuing education, you are just tracking credits. So that is the differences between the learning management system and the continuing education system. Again, not all organizations will use these, so they are add-ons to Member 365. And I believe that is all the questions for today. I just want to thank everybody for coming. Our next webinar is Thursday, and it will be on e-marketing. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you so much for joining.